Shakespeare's life was not recorded in details. We know very little about him. Nevertheless, let me tell you as much as I can. Shakespeare was born in a little town of England, Stratford-upon-Avon. His father's business was not doing very well when Shakespeare was about 10 years old. It is surprising that poor Shakespeare suspended his primary education and did not receive any education since then. He was married at 18, very young. He started to raise his family by working in an opera troupe. By 1594, when he was 30, he became an active and all-round participant in the company. He was an agent, an actor, as well as a writer. Of course, he was extremely famous in writing plays. For his plays, we can divide them into three types: comedy, tragedy, and tragic comedy. Richard III was his first play, which is written in the early 1590s. During this period, Midsummer Night's Dream, The Merchant of Venice, and Twelfth Night were some of the famous plays he wrote. They made the audience laugh. Between the period of comedy and tragedy, Shakespeare wrote lots of historical plays in the late 1590s. These plays include Henry IV, Part 1 and 2, and Henry V. His character become more and more complex. Okay, let's move to his famous tragedy, Hamlet, the most famous play he wrote. To be or not to be was a difficulty for most actors. Besides Hamlet, Othello, King Lear, and Macbeth were the other famous tragedies. In his final period, Shakespeare turned to romance and tragic comedy and completed some of his plays. For example, The Tempest. After 1606 to 1607, Shakespeare wrote fewer plays, and none are attributed to him after 1613. He died on 23 of April in 1616, but his plays and poems become the great treasure for English literature and all humans. Many people adapted his plays to perform on the stage, or used parts of his plays to become the theme of books. If you want to know about his play, please pay attention to other videos. And the morning assembly this week, we are going to introduce some of his words of wit and wisdom in his plays.